Now your host, Romy Bean, and the coach of the CU Buffs, Deion Sanders.
Running at the 40, 45, 50, cuts off to his left. There he goes. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Lofts it downfield. It's out there. It's deflected and picked off by Travis.
Travis Hunter is ready, and he's giving everybody the Heisman.
He hands off to Charlie Offerdahl, and there he goes. Number 44 into the end zone. Charlie with his first college touchdown. The Colorado Buffaloes continue the march towards the Big 12 title game.
We haven't even played our best game. That should be in itself scary. Like, man, when I said we coming, we still coming. We never stop coming. We are coming, and we ain't nearly there.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into Coach Prime's Playbook. A beautiful day here in Boulder, Colorado. And, Coach, do you hear that?
No.
You know what? It's pretty quiet from the doubters these days. Pretty silent.
No, trust me, they hadn't gone anywhere. They hadn't gone anywhere.
I'll tell you what, it's not a good time to be a Prime doubter. I'll tell you that. What Charlie Offerdahl said it best. The Buffs are back. But you said, look, we haven't played our best ball yet. That should scare everybody.
Well, we hadn't collectively.
Yeah.
We would have a great day on special teams, but not on defense. A great day on defense, but not on offense. Great day on special teams and offense, but not on defense. We just have yet to put it all together.
Yeah. How close do you think this team is to putting it all together?
We're close, but it starts in practice. It certainly starts in practice and starting in film study and preparation and just the mentality that we're going to go out there and each guy's going to dominate their guy in front of them. It starts right there with the mental aspect of it as well.
When you talk about mentality, my first thought kind of goes to the defensive line, defending the run. Giving up around 80 a game, just 30 to Utah.
Well,
where's the progression been in that unit?
We've made it a point that we know when we stop the run, they got to put the ball in the air, and we have some of the best defensive backs in the country. We feel we have some of the best defensive backs as well as pass rushers. We're leading the Big 12 in sacks and pressures and hurries and all of that. And remember, we started out the season, I don't think we had a sack for the first 3 or 4 weeks. So if we would have had it together then, our numbers would have far exceeded the next competitor.
When you talk about that kind of the beginning of the season now, I think that there's something to be said for peaking at the right time. Like if you look at the Kansas City Chiefs are the best example. Every September, people are like, oh, they're washed, and then they go to a Super Bowl.
That's
but
right.
They've done that because they know how to do it. Now, this is a team that maybe a lot of guys haven't played in the playoffs, but you appear to be doing that. What goes into that, peaking at the right time?
You got to have guys that are mature, the guys that understand that they have a tremendous gift and they're going to nurture that gift, they're going to perfect that gift, and they're going to practice on that gift each and every day. We have those type of young men. And the goal is, I always tell them, 7 guys that we know are going to win their matchups on each side of the ball, and we're good.
Yeah.
We need 7, just 7.
The atmosphere on Saturday was crazy. Fourth largest crowd in Folsom
history.
It
was? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, 4th largest in Folsom history.
Wow.
And, of course, the sidelines were crazy, packed with recruits, always.
Yeah.
Big recruiting weekend. I'm curious, do you feel like this program is where you want it to be recruiting-wise?
It depends on how you look at recruiting.
Okay.
Because a lot of people look at high school young men as recruits. We look at both.
No, yeah.
And you really can't recruit the portal guys because they got to get in the portal. So with the high school aspect of it, we like where we are. We're never going to take 25 high school kids. That's not our formula. That's not what we're going to do. But we're going to take the best 5 to 10 high school players that we desire to take. But the best thing about winning, you get a different level.
Yeah.
Because you attract different people, and we're thankful for that.
Yeah, but when you get them out here and you put almost a 50-burger on the best defense in the Big 12, and you've got this crowd, everything, does it in a way sell itself?
No, it helps, but it's so much more than that. I mean, because it's so much more than that, than just the glitz and the glamour. Yeah. They got to sit down and see how they fit with us. We got to see if they fit with us, how their personality, how they act around other guys out of high school that are prominent as well. Are they jealous-minded? Or do they want it? Or they want to come here and just talk about the NIL? Then I definitely don't want them. So it's so many different aspects about these young men that are attractive, but some come on visits and they harm themselves.
It seems like, though, like all of the guys say, Levanta said it in the presser, but every week someone says, you know, we practice. Practice is so different here.
Yeah.
When you're looking at guys, how do you know if they're going to be able to practice that hard?
Well, we ask those intangible things with different people that knows those young men. I'm pretty sure they're going to say they practice hard, but they don't know what that means. They practice hard for the way they practice, but not for how we get down. So, but we don't want to hurt them. We don't want to injure them. We're not going to be out there no more than hour 45 at the most, but we want them locked in and attention to detail.
So speaking of attention to detail, stepping up to the plate, we're going to take a break because coming up next we are going to talk to an absolute playmaker on the defensive side of the ball that I'm assuming checks all those boxes.
Most definitely.
We'll be right back.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
He gets away from a defender, running to the near sideline of his back foot, rifles it, and he threw it away. DJ McKinney with the interception. He flipped it down the sideline, and DJ McKinney was standing right there for his first interception of the season.
Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook. So thrilled today to be sitting down with DJ McKinney. You know what's funny, DJ? When you got that pick, I was like, that's his first of the season because I just feel like you've been making plays all season long. But can you talk us through that pick?
Well, we were in man coverage, you know, just having my coach be able to trust me, you know, to be out there in that situation and everything means a lot. So we were in man coverage, you know, my guy ran his route, and then it turned into scramble drill because we got that rush on him, you know. I trust those guys that's rushing the ball too, so it just makes my job easier. So he scrambles out and then just throws it right to me.
Beautiful. Coach, at the end of last season, you said, we got to find somebody who can play across from Travis.
Right.
What did DJ have that made you say he's that guy?
He's long, he's versatile, he's agile, he had great hips, instinctive, physical, he ain't scared. And he's a go-getter, he wants it. I mean, he pays attention to detail, and he wants to get to the next level, not just no second round and no third round, like he wants to be that guy. So when you want that, it's easy. It's so much easier for us to coach that because he already wants it.
DJ as a corner, I mean, why would you not want to play for the best who's ever done it? But why, or what is the biggest thing you've kind of learned from Coach Prime?
Just be purposeful about what I do, how I go about my day and everything, you know, have a purpose to it. Like, when I step on that practice field, have a purpose. Like, I'm not just out here to, you know, lollygag. I'm out here trying to get better, you know, prepare for the actual game.
And your DB room, your corner room, I mean, there's so much talent in there. How do you guys push each other?
You know, we just make sure we go out there and compete every time we're in the game, no matter who's in, you know. It's always competitive, you know, never combative or anything. You know, we just trying to push that ceiling for our room higher and higher.
Are you harder on the corners than other positions?
Most definitely. It hadn't been a scout that has come here and has not mentioned his name. So every day they come, they say, well, what is he going to do? I say that he don't want to be no backup. He don't want to be no second or third rounder. He wants to hold on to his first rounder. So that's what he's going to do. And they say, okay, I got you. But they're all asking about him. They all want him to get to the next level. They know he's a pro.
When you know that day in, day out, somebody's always watching you, right, for the next level. How do you approach that?
You know, just attack the day. Somebody's always watching, like you said. You know, you don't want to kind of be lollygagging in front of the wrong person. You know, they might just check you off their list, really. So you always got to be on point.
I was saying in the last block, I feel like everybody has said practices are so much harder here. Can you talk a little bit about that? What's it like practicing here, the mentality?
I wouldn't say the practices are harder. I would say they get the best out of us. They make it productive. Like, we got a productive schedule, how we run our practices and everything. But we always make sure we practice with intensity, you know, game speed. So when we actually in the game, it's much easier and we can play free.
The plays you see in the game, we've already seen them in practice, so they don't surprise us. Now, the only thing I didn't like about that pick, I wish he'd have went to work with it. Like you a 1 yard gain for a 1 eye corner. That, come on, man, that ain't right. We better than that.
Yes, sir.
Like, I want to see our guys run with it because all of them can run.
Yeah.
Like, all of them are 4-4-4-3 guys. So I love to see our guys run with the ball after the pick.
Next time. DJ, you played on the big stage. You played in the Big 12 championship last year. Is anything different? Obviously, you guys are eyeing that. Anything different about that stage compared to every game you've kind of played this year?
Not really. We're not even really we know it's in our path, but we're not really looking that far ahead. You know, we're just taking our games 1 week at a time, 1-0 each week.
And every game we play is like the championship.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, we ain't waiting to go nowhere to play for something that means a lot. Like every game means a lot.
Yeah.
Every game has been on national television. I mean, he'll tell you when he balls out, he sees it. He sees it, and when he don't, he sees it. So he wants to make sure he balls out because they know what comes along with balling.
Well, I love it. DJ, we can't wait to see that next pick and you take it to the house. It sounds like that's what's up to task.
He got to house that thing.
Okay. That's what we're counting on for next time. Book it. DJ, thank you so much for joining us. Good luck against Kansas. Can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we got to take a break, and that's what we will do next. We will preview Kansas on the other side.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
4th down and 14 for Kansas. And a quick punt by Jalen Daniels. They're going to try and pin. Oh, it's loose! It's scooped up by Kansas! Casey in motion, Neal on the carry. Touchdown Jayhawks for a perfect season. Caught, but short of the first down. And that'll do it. The Jayhawks hold.
Welcome back into Coach Prime's Playbook. It's time now for Who's Next, and that is the Kansas Jayhawks, a team that is certainly surging. Let's take a little look. You probably have noticed the past couple of weeks they've won back-to-back games against ranked foes. First time in program history they've done that. So don't be fooled by that 4-6 record, because they are surging at the right time. They've won 3 of their last 4. And when you look at this team playing their best ball in November, Coach, what stands out to you?
They're well coached. Yeah. They're well coached. They're not going to beat themselves. Physical. They have a lot of versatility at the quarterback position. They take the ball away on the defensive side of the ball. But these young men have not given up. Like, it's easy to throw in the fold-up shop when you don't have a winning record. But these guys, the last few weeks, man, they've been balling.
Yeah.
They really have.
They've been playing lights out, and they've got one of the best backs in the Big 12 in Devin Neal. I think he's KU's all-time leading rusher. What stands out to you about him? Does he remind you of anybody that you've coached against, played against?
I'm not going to say that. I mean, because all these guys are so different. But he has a tremendous gift. Physical, make you miss one-on-one. He goes straight downhill. He's really a good back. I could go on and on about what he brings to the table. But also, do not sleep on the quarterback. Please don't sleep on the quarterback. Yeah, the kid can play.
How confident are you in what your defense's ability to go up against guys like that, based on what we've seen?
Well, I'm confident with Coach Livingston coming up with the proper game plan, and our guys have come up with a game plan already to really try to stifle them a bit. They're going to have a difficulty. We hope running the football. We hope that's the case, because then we want them to be one-dimensional just to throw the ball, and we like our chances there.
Playing at Arrowhead Stadium, obviously, home of the Chiefs. Do you like that, or do you prefer, obviously, they're getting their stadium built?
I wouldn't care if we played at a City League park. I would. I just like to get it on. I don't care about the environment. I really don't.
Yeah. What about the players?
They don't either.
Yeah.
We just like playing early. We like getting it on, and let's get back on that plane and get home with a W.
This is going to be a fun game. They got a couple solid corners as well. I'm sure you've noticed, and they've been talking about they're excited to go against Travis. What kind of matchups are you going to see?
You don't say that. Like, don't. They shouldn't say that. I mean, I don't want them to back down anything, but be careful of calling him out.
Yeah.
Like, it's and you got LeJontay, you got Shep, you got Will. I mean, Jimmy, it's Draylon. I mean, you got a whole plethora of young men that you got to deal with, not just one.
How's Jimmy doing?
Jimmy, we're praying that he's back to practice this week. If not, we good.
Okay.
We good. We're better with Jimmy,
but
we want Jimmy to be healthy.
Absolutely overflowing with playmakers there. All right, we got to take a break, because up next, we are going to talk to the biggest celebrity that we've ever had on this show.
She's the one.
The one and only.
We'll
be right back.
This is Coach Prime's Playbook.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of an absolute legend, the biggest celebrity far and away we've ever had on this show. Miss Peggy, 100 beautiful years old, the cornerstone of the Colorado family. What would it mean to you when everyone was singing you happy birthday at Folsom Field?
Well, it was unbelievable. it meant enough that I was crying happy tears and sad tears because my twin sister is not here with me for all of the attention that I'm getting, and because of this man here, this honorable man.
You know, I was on the field during that time, coaching.
Yes.
And when they did that, I teared up and I had to turn away because I didn't want the opposing team to think I was getting soft, okay? Because we had to finish that game, but you broke me down looking at you enjoy that moment. It was a wonderful moment for all of us.
Well, thank you. He has brought us so much attention and publicity and wins.
Amen.
And given us so much happiness and pleasure because of this honorable man, Coach Prime. And I feel like God has really blessed us with his presence here.
Well, God has truly blessed us. And I asked him in the press conference a minute ago, which bowl game did she want to go to? Because I want to go to the one that she wants to go to. And she said anyone is good. So we're going to make sure you get there.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
On a private jet, too, by the way, okay?
It's not going to be easy when you get to be 100.
Yeah, but we're going to put you on a private jet. We're not putting you on a plane with everybody else, all right? You're going to have your own.
I've never done that before either.
Well, you doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Coach Prime, we love this beautiful relationship that you guys have formed. What does Miss Peggy mean to you?
Everything. You got to understand a multitude of separation of generations. And with my background and her background, that God would choose us to unite and to bring us together. When we wouldn't have fathomed this in a million years, it's a beautiful thing. But the way she's embraced me, that she's believed in me, that she showed me love, she showed me respect, and it's a beautiful thing. I just think this is what God intended for all of us to do and to be.
I truly believe that. I believe God sent you here.
Thank you.
Yes.
Miss Peggy, happy birthday. We love you
Thank you very
much.
Thank you.
We're going to get a win for you, of course, on Saturday.
We got to.
And then we'll go bowling.
We got to.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Amen.
Amen. Guys, thank you so much. Miss Peggy, thank you for joining us. See you guys next time.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
There's a kid.